I'm Scott Bennett with the Americans Taking Action channel. And I want to go through a few things. I keep thinking about all the things that Trump has done. You know, Trump has been videotaped with underage girls while hanging out with Epstein, a child sex trafficker. He cheated on his wife with a porn star and then paid her off to keep her quiet. Publicly fantasizes about having sex with his own daughter, openly boasts about sexually assaulting random women, been convicted of 34 felonies, have 91 criminal charges, 26 sexual assault allegations, 5 bankruptcies, 2 impeachments. He's been sued by the Justice Department for racial discrimination, have a $25 million fraud settlement, a $400 million fraud judgment, and a $96 million sexual assault judgments. And considered, check this out, he's considered a good Christian by white evangelicals. And they're the ones that elected him president. History will show that he manufactured chaos because he had nothing good to offer. No vision, no ideas, just tearing down what others have built and blaming others for his shortcomings. Now, we'll get to more of the more recent news. It's about a week ago when this whole Iran thing started and the oil prices started to go up. He was on TV saying, yeah, the oil price is going up. We're going to get rich. He's going to get rich. His oil buddies are going to get rich. We don't get any oil from the Middle East. We make our own oil. Why are our prices going up? Because we're tied to the world oil market. Well, if Donald Trump wants to be America first, why don't he separate us from the world oil market? We have our own oil. We don't need the world's oil, so why do our prices go up? Because him and his capitalist billionaire buddies are making tons of money off of the oil and the raising gas prices. All the while, we're paying higher prices at the pump every day. On top of that, he's spending over $2 billion a day on this war. While there's Americans losing health care, the health care subsidies, losing Medicaid, cuts to SNAP, all while giving tax breaks to billionaires. And this profit and the oil prices and all these profits from this war are going to him and his buddies. That's all it is. It's crazy. Now that the war's going and Iran's shut off the Strait of Hormuz, now Trump's begging NATO to come send minesweepers and help secure the strait. You know what they're saying? You started this war. We didn't start this war. NATO didn't start this war. You did. It's your war. It's not NATO's war. And they're right. He didn't consult them or anything. Plus, for the last, year, he's been belittling NATO, tariffing our allies. He's been up and down with the tariffs. You never know what he's going to do. Wanting to take Greenland. Now he's talking about we're going to get Cuba. And then the other day he was saying, a reporter asked him, so you're going to take Cuba? He said, yeah, I'm going to take Cuba. He said, you're going to take Cuba? He said, yeah, I'm going to take it, or I might free it. Actually, I can do whatever I want with it. Now that's just crazy. This man is an egomaniac, a malignant narcissist. He's trying to destroy our country. You know what? He's not just destroying our country. He's destroying the world. He's putting the whole world in economic troubles with this war he started. Iran was no imminent threat. They were already negotiating with him. What has happened now? It hasn't improved anything. The regime is still there. He's killed a whole bunch of people have been killed, a whole bunch of leadership, but this regime has built itself to survive. There's always somebody next. And there's, 2 million in the army and 200,000 in the IRGC, which those are like, maniacs. They're religious zealots. It's crazy, And Australia and Japan said no. Now Trump's, facing the consequences of the tariffs, belittling Europe. belittling NATO, criticizing them. And he said, they've never done anything for us. They ought to do something for us now. Well, the only time the Article 5 of the NATO Charter was invoked was after 9/11, and they came to fight for us. So the only ones they have fought for was us. You know, they had fought for us. So Trump's full of shit when he's saying they won't do nothing for us. They always have. But he's chased them all away with insanity, his craziness. They know he's nuts. They know, you know how hard it's going to be to repair the reputation of the United States after he's gone. It's going to take 10 or 20 years just to put guardrails so this shit can never happen again. So no president could ever run crazy like this. Oh, on top of that, I got to put some in. I'm in Virginia. You know, they're saying, that's the sign, stop the steal with this redistricting thing. We're stopping the steal. Trump started this shit with Texas and some of the other Republican states. We're just fighting back. And he's going to lose. He shot himself in the foot. He should have just let things alone and let it play out the way it was gonna. And then he tried to do a power grab, and now we're fighting back, and we're gonna end up with more than him. We're gonna take the Senate and the House. So on April 21st, if you live in Virginia, vote yes on the constitutional amendment. Also, go to the No Kings March. This is from 2.0, but 3.0 is March 28th. It's going to be nationwide, so check your local Democratic committees or go to nokings.org and find a protest near you. Me and my team, we're going to have 2 camera crews, and we're going to be at the No Kings March in D.C. because that's where the action's going to be at. We're going to videotape the speeches. We're going to interview protesters. We're going to find out what the average, everyday American's thinking. Why are we here? Why are we standing up against this evil regime? There's a reason. I've never fought in a war. My father fought in World War II, and he fought in Korea. My uncle, he fought in Vietnam. I never fought in no wars. But right now, I'm fighting a war. This is a war. I don't need a gun. I need my voice and to bring some awareness and let people know what's really going on. We're not going to stand for this. We're not going to let him keep taking our rights, violating the Constitution. He even went after the Second Amendment because Alex Petty had a gun on him, a law-abiding, permit-carrying gun. So even the NRA got mad at him about that, you know. But who knows what Trump's going to do next? He's a psychopath. The only morality he has is in his own mind, which that's not very moral. After all the things I've told you that he's done, he's about the most corrupt person we've ever had as president. He's not smart. I think he's straight up evil. And he thinks he is the God of the world, or the president of the world. And he's not. And we need to fight back. So be there on March 28th at your local No Kings rally. I'll be in D.C. and we'll be posting that stuff to this channel. This is just the beginning, but we're going to be posting daily or almost daily because there's a lot going on and we need to protect our democracy. So thank you. Click subscribe, click like, and thank you. I hope you'll come back and see us again.